G'day Fluoros, this is Neon. I hope you're all having a bloody great day today. So today I have 10 open world games of 2018. There are some really cool games in this list. And don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and of course let me know which one you are most looking forward to. Enjoy!
10.
Our Skull and Bones. It's instantly apparent that Skull and Bones nails the pirate aesthetic and tone. As you sail, you can watch your crew move realistically around the ship. You can even check in periodically with the crow's nest atop the main mast, just to get a better view of the battlefield. Anyone familiar with the ship gameplay in Assassin's Creed will instantly feel comfortable controlling the Skull and Bones vessel. Detroit, Become Human. Inspired by the short called Kara, Detroit is a neo-noir thriller set in the near-future city of Detroit. Androids, who look exactly like human beings, have replaced humans in most tasks. They are workers, babysitters, gardeners, nurses, teachers, clerks. The story of Detroit starts with an unexplained incident that begins to affect the androids. Some disappear without any explanations, others have unexpected behaviours and strangely show signs of emotions. The rumours of a deviant android start spreading, but no one seems to know what's really happening. This game is billed as an open world, but there are questions as to whether that will truly happen, as the game design seems to favour a more enclosed world. I could be wrong though, but it looks really interesting. Certainly a mix of choices that you're going to have to decide on.
I'm sorry, Todd.
What are you looking at? Maybe you think this is easy. Maybe you think it's my fault your fucking mother took off. Fucking whore walked out on me for a fucking account. Come back here. You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move. Alice! Daddy's very mad. It's all over now. Daddy isn't angry anymore. You know Daddy loves you. This is all your fault!
He's coming! He's gonna hurt me! Run! Get away, or he's gonna break you like last time!
Come back here!
Watch out, Kara!
8.
Biomutant is an open-world action RPG from some of the minds behind Just Cause 3 and Mad Max. Published by THQ Nordic, the upcoming adventure puts you in control of an adorably badass creature in a lush, wild setting. Set in a post-apocalyptic universe filled with humanoid animal creatures, Biomutant is an open-world RPG that combines exploration and combat across an ambitious setting. Described as kung fu by developer Experiment 101, Biomutant allows you to customize your character with different robotic attachments, mutations and weapons ranging from samurai swords to full-blown assault rifles. Experimentation is key, and each new bit of loot aiming to enhance the gameplay experience. Character customization has been compared to the likes of an MMO, offering a staggering number of player options. Release date for PC, Xbox One and PC to be announced in 2018. Days Gone is an open-world action-adventure game set 2 years after a devastating global pandemic. plays Deacon St. John, a bounty hunter facing a brutal struggle for survival, searching for a reason to live. At its core, Days Gone is about survivors and what makes them human. Desperation, loss, madness, betrayal, friendship, brotherhood, regret, love and hope. It's about how even when confronted with such an enormous tragedy, they find a reason to live. Hope never dies. This is some of the gameplay.
Come on! Come on!
6,
Far Cry 5. Welcome PC, Xbox One and PC to be announced in 2018. Days Gone is an open-world action-adventure game set 2 years after a devastating global pandemic. Plays Deacon St. John, a bounty hunter facing a brutal struggle for survival, searching for a reason to live. At its core, Days Gone is about survivors and what makes them human. Desperation, loss, madness, betrayal, friendship, brotherhood, regret, love and hope. It's about how even when confronted with such an enormous tragedy, they find a reason to live. Hope never dies. This is some of the gameplay.
Come on! Come on!
6,
Far Cry 5. Welcome to Hope County, Montana. This idyllic location is home to a community of freedom-loving people and an outright fanatical doomsday cult whose idea of freedom is to believe what they believe or you die. They are known by many as the Project at Eden's Gate, led by the charismatic so-called prophet Joseph Seed and his devoted siblings. Eden's Gate has been surreptitiously infiltrating all aspects of daily life. Sounds familiar. When your arrival incites the cult to violently assume control of the region, you have to rise up and spark the fires of resistance to liberate the besieged community and put the outright back in the box they spawned in. Shadow of the Colossus. Tales speak of an ancient realm where colossi roam the majestic landscape. Bound to the land, these creatures hold a key to the mystical power of revival, a power you must obtain to bring a loved one back to life. This game just drips of beauty at every turn. From the way light drips through a forest to the swaying clumps of matted hair on a colossus to the textures of your character's cloak, it leaps and bounds past most other contemporary games, to say nothing of its source material. It looks great even on a launch PS4, and even better on a Pro. Ghost of Tsushima. Apart from the fact that the game will only be available on PlayStation 4, the first thing that we notice about the game is the absolutely gorgeous graphics. It seems that the game will be using up every last bit of power the PlayStation 4 can offer. From the cinematic shots of the terrain to the facial expressions to the fire ravaging the villages, this game looks beautiful. As for the story, It seems like it's a tale of revenge. The game seems to be very big on Japanese customs and is based in Tsushima, Japan towards the end of the 13th century. It would not be surprising if the developers utilized the help of numerous historians specializing in that specific era of Japanese history. Whichever way this game develops, I'm sure many of us will love the idea of playing as a samurai warrior in medieval Japan. I know I will.
I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, samurai, do you surrender?
Cyberpunk 2077 is an all-new IP from CD Projekt Red, the creators of the Witcher series, exchanging Geralt's fantasy setting for one with bright neon sci-fi aesthetic, set to an open-world RPG from either a first or third-person perspective. Players can expect a wide departure from Witcher 3. Beyond a few pieces of concept art and its sneaky job applications, we know very little about 2077 thus far. Take a look. Marvel's Spider-Man. This isn't the Spider-Man you've known before or seen in a movie. This is an experienced Peter Parker who is more masterful in fighting major crimes in New York City. At the same time, he's struggling to balance his tumultuous personal life and career while the fate of 9 million New Yorkers rests upon his shoulders. The gameplay looks flawless and is clearly what everyone has always wanted from a Spider-Man game. If it really can deliver what it promises, it's going to be the best Spider-Man game of all time. Check this out.
I'm here. Let's go. Did that just happen? Yeah.
1.
The Crew 2. After a mixed reception for the racing game's first outing, Ubisoft has thrown every kind of motored vehicle you can think of at this new title set to launch in early 2018 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. The game is set in a 2,000 square mile world based on the United States called Motor Nation. Vehicles include, but aren't limited to, cars, dirt bikes, stunt planes, jet boats, speedboats, mental 4x4 buggies. It's completely batty and not what we expected from a game that previously only focused on road-going vehicles. Environments include New York City, the Mississippi River and the Grand Canyon. The Crew 2 release date will launch for PS4, Xbox One and PC in the second half of its fiscal year, which puts the title between April and September 2018. This looks good.
coming out of nowhere